What's going on, guys? It's Ted bringing you another commentary. Really briefly, in the background you're going to watch 150 kills with an MP5k. It's basically rushing on radiation. Yeah, radiation. So I'm not going to talk about the gameplay. There's a really big topic I want to talk about, and I've been parlaying this as long as possible. But recently I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos, and it seems like half the videos in my sub box now are about Modern Warfare 3, and everyone's saying their own opinions about it or all the information they've collected about it. Guys, I've been researching this. I know every lick of information that's been posted about Modern Warfare 3. Aside from being at Call of Duty XP, I know about as much as you can know about Modern Warfare 3. It's been basically everything I've researched for the last 2 weeks since the basic start of revealing the information about Modern Warfare 3. I've got a lot of opinions about it. I'm not going to make the judgment of whether it's going to be a good game or a bad game until I actually see the game. I feel like there's been a lot of people on YouTube recently posting either one or two ways. They're either going to post it, you know, they're a Call of Duty fanboy, they fucking love this game, they can't wait for it, it's going to be the best Call of Duty ever. Or what mostly I hear is that people are other side of the fence, they think that this game is going to be horrible. They think they're only pointing out the flaws, they're only pointing out the bad things and how overpowered certain things are going to be. So I'm going to try to clear up a few misconceptions. I'm going to try to bring a non-biased opinion. Whenever I do a review of any sort, I like to bring out both sides of the equation. I don't ever focus on one side or the other. So we're going to go ahead and delve into a couple things. The first one, and I think this is the most important part of the game, is going to be the kill streaks. There's 3 tiers of kill streaks now. I'm going to go over the brief information that's been released, and then I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on everything. There's 3 tiers of kill streaks. I'll do another video after this. I'll probably link it when I post the video up, going over the kill streaks. But there's 3 tiers of kill streaks. The first one's going to be the assault kill streaks, and what these kill streaks are is kill streaks that stack throughout your life. But after you die, they obviously reset, and it's just like a normal thing in Modern Warfare 2 where the kill streaks stacked on top of each other. Kills from one kill streak, point streak, will add to points for your next point streak. For example, let's say that I'm running a 7-point streak, which is an attack helicopter, a 9 kill streak, which is a little bird guard, and a 12-point streak, which is an AC-130 or a Pavlo. If I get my 7-point streak, which can be achieved by either shooting down air support, killing people, playing objectives, things like that will give you a point each. Then I'll gather my attack helicopter. The attack helicopter has been souped up in this game. So what they do is instead of taking 10 bullets to kill someone, they actually only take 3 to kill someone in this game. And this is by doing slow motion on some of the trailers that have been released. So if I had to guess, the attack helicopter is going to do about 35 damage per bullet, making it a lot better than the previous attack helicopters, making it very similar to the current Harrier in Modern Warfare 2. So if I got a 7 kill streak and gathered my attack helicopter and I got 2 kills with it, it would give me my little bird guard or my strafe run or my Reaper, which is a 9 kill streak, and say those kill streaks got me a total of 3 kills, then I would then be able to have my AC-130 or my Pavlo, whichever one I've chosen. The highest kill streak being a 17 kill streak, which is the Osprey Chopper Gunner. Now, a lot of people, that's the overround basically, kill streak stack, blah blah blah, just like MW2. Now, a lot of people are saying these things are very, very overpowered. Well, here's my take on this, and use it as you will, but these are the basic raw facts about Modern Warfare 3. Shooting down air support in Modern Warfare 3 will give you a point streak. Example, say there's a sentry gun and there's a chopper gunner up in the air. If I bring out my anti-air support class, which you can get at level 1, you can get anti-air support classes at level 1, and I shoot down the chopper gunner and I go and knife the sentry gun, I will now have 2 points toward my point streak. Giving me a very large incentive to shoot down this air support, making me feel that even people that don't care about leveling up, such as people that are max levels and don't want a prestige, or they're already max prestige and max level, and they don't have any need for points or XP, they'll still shoot down air support so they can get kills for their current kill streak. Point streak. So you're going to see a lot more people shooting on the air support, making, even though the air support stacks with each other, I don't think it's going to be overpowered because you're going to find very, very often your air support being shot down quickly. The next thing is, to get a higher kill streak, I don't think it's going to be nearly as easy as it is in Black Ops, where it's actual gun-on-gun action, which I do feel Black Ops focuses on good people being good and bad people being bad. I think that Modern Warfare 3 is going to give everyone a really easy way to be good at the game, very similar to Modern Warfare 2. And I don't think that getting a 7 kill streak to start off your streak will be as easy as it was in Black Ops. Whereas for me in Black Ops, I can easily get 3 or 4 sets of dogs in one game. In Modern Warfare 2, it's very, very difficult for me to even put together 2 or 3 Predator missiles in a single game, unless it's demolition. Now, in MW3, the kill streaks are very, very important. I think they're going to be prevalent. However, I do think this game is not going to be focused and not going to be too worrisome on the air support. I think you might see in an average demolition game 3 or 4 higher kill streaks in one game, whereas in Black Ops you can see a lot of high air support because the good people will do very good in this game, whereas in Modern Warfare 3 I don't think good people will do very good because everyone's really souped up. And I'll go into that a little bit more later. Let's go ahead and talk about the perks now. As far as the kill streaks go, to wrap everything up, I think that, and this is strictly my opinion before the game comes out, I'm pretty sure that the the kill streaks are going to be very, very powerful, but they're not going to last very long. For example, say a chopper gunner can last upwards of 1 minute. I don't feel that chopper gunner is actually going to last the full minute. I think that you're going to find things like airstrikes and unpreventable kill streaks, such as predator missiles, are going to be the new priority of being the killing, because they can't be shot down. I think that you're going to find things like chopper gunners are going to be shot down way too easily because there's so much of an incentive to shoot that air support down. That's my take on it, so we'll see how the game actually turns out when it comes out. Like I said, I'm just making a little bit of guesses here. As far as the perks go, there is very, very powerful perks in this game, which I do feel, and this is one of the premature flaws that I'm just going to go ahead and call out, and we'll see how this changes. Once again, they can change the game after it comes out. They're trying to work on post-launch support for this game, very similar to Black Ops, and I do have faith in them, so we'll see how it goes. You really can't tell anything until the game comes out. As far as the perks go, there are a lot of perk combinations that I'm starting to point out and I'm starting to think about that I do feel could be overpowered and lead to either the game becoming incredibly fast-paced, which is definitely a good thing, but I think that it's going to make it to the point where no one can actually do well. I think that with the perks, let's just go ahead and throw out a combination here. Say you have Sleight of Hand Pro, Quick Draw Pro, and Steady Aim Pro. That's a Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 perk collectively. You can have all 3 of those on at once. And then let's say that you have the gun perk that reduces recoil. That means that you're going to be able to have faster reload, twice as fast reload, twice as fast switch weapons, twice as fast recover from sprint, 35% narrower hip fire accuracy, twice as fast aim down sight, and then twice as fast grenade and stun grenade throws, which makes your character so incredibly powerful. Like, you've got so many attributes just from those 3 perks, and then your 1 gun perk, which I'll get to also later on in the commentary, so stay tuned for that. I think that certain combinations, also such as Assassin, Blind Eye, and Ninja with a suppressed gun, could also lead to an incredibly overpowered combination. I'm not going to say overpowered, but just a very powerful combination. Basically, what Blind Eye does is takes you off the radar and takes you off of certain kill streaks, and then Assassin takes you off of all the kill streaks and sentry guns and removes your ability to be seen in thermal and motion sensors, and basically does 10 million things that make you almost invincible to absolutely everything, including, I'm almost sure of this, including the directional UAV or the Blackbird equivalent. I can't remember the name of the kill streak, but it's the Blackbird equivalent of Modern Warfare 3, and I'll see if I can find that here in a second too. Let's see, hold on. The Blackbird equivalent is called a recon drone, and that's going to be a 10 kill streak for, excuse me, a 10 point streak for the support strike package. And I'm pretty sure that the Assassin is the one that protects you from that. And that mixed with Ninja and a suppressed gun is equivalent of you being entirely invisible to the other team, which once again will be very, very frustrating. And they might change it. We'll have to see. I hope they do. But we're just going to have to see how the game plays out. But combinations like that, it's very similar to the Marathon Lightweight Commando combination and the Danger Close One-Man Army Grenade Launcher combination, where you can have combinations of things in the game that make it almost unplayable in my opinion. But we're going to see how it goes. I do have faith, like I said, in Infinity Ward, that they can change up things, and nothing is final yet. The game still has 2 months to come out. These are just things that I'm trying to point out and, like I said, give a non-biased opinion on, just looking at the raw facts here. The next thing we're going to go into is the Specialist Strike Package. This is also another, they call it strike chains, where they're actually like point streaks or kill streaks equivalent from the other games. The Specialist Strike Package is the point streaks that you can get that give you perks. Now, whereas the other, like Assault Strike Package and the Support Strike Package, they give you, airdrops, they give you things that will help your team and hurt the other team. The Specialist Strike Package is strictly for you. It only helps you and it helps nobody else. What it does is it gives you extra perks. So for a 2 kill streak, you can acquire a 4th perk that you can choose. At a 4 kill streak, you'll acquire a 5th perk that you can choose. At a 6 kill streak, you'll get a 6th perk that you can choose, and if you manage to get an 8 kill streak, you will acquire every single perk in the entire game. Guys, this, well, like I said, we're going to have to see how it plays out, and you will still die in 3 bullets, but you will be the most fucking souped up person I've ever seen in my life. If you have an 8 kill streak while on a death streak, you'll essentially you'll have 47 attributes to your character. I've counted them. If you consider all the variations of the perks and include each of the pro variants and the abilities that they give you as one attribute each, you will have 27 attributes to your character. Assassin itself has like 6 attributes plus the pro variant, and then you've got your weapon attributes, your weapon perk, your second attachment perk, everything, and then your death streak. It's basically making, and I think that they're trying to make people the game really fast paced by doing this, but it's making everything. I don't want to say overpowered because I hate that term, but I do feel like they're making everything just too much, just too convoluted. You're gonna have people running around that are gonna be complete ninjas and complete stealth and have every jump on the other person and be able to switch weapons and reload and hit fire and grab their weapon faster. Everything's just gonna be really, really fast paced, which is incredibly exciting to me. But we're gonna have to see how it works out because I'm liking it so far. I'm liking that the game really looks like it's gonna be fast paced. The only thing that I'm hoping is that there's not gonna be too much in it, and that's the greatest fear that I have, is that when there's too much side of a game, it's just impossible for anyone to truly master, and it involves a lot of bullshit. And the reason I say a lot of bullshit is we all remember MW2, and there's a lot of deaths that you could have that were just simply bullshit deaths. There's nothing you could do against a Predator missile if there was no support around you. You've got 3 seconds from when a Predator missile from the other team is launched to when you could die, and if you can't get to cover in 3 seconds, there's literally nothing that you can do to protect yourself from that Predator missile. Grenade launchers were the same thing, the same way. Thankfully, they're not bringing back powerful grenade launchers, and there's also no way to increase your explosive damage, which I'm praising MW3 for. But it still seems like if you're one guy on a team and you have a lot of random people on your team, and they happen to give the other team one person an 8 kill streak, which has the support, excuse me, the specialist strike package on, and they get every perk in the game, they're going to have an incredible advantage over you in any gunfight. And it's going to make them a very, very powerful person. It's just going to be one of those bullshit deaths that you can have, where they have every single perk and you're sitting there with 3 perks. It's going to make the game fast-paced, but I'm not sure how it's going to all work out together. And that's what we're going to have to see. Like I said, there's combinations of perks in this game, and then when you get every single perk in the game, it makes it, gosh, just incredible. So we're gonna have to see how it plays out. I really hate bringing all these things out before the game comes, but I'm just trying to bring out a non-biased, strictly, fact thing and give my opinions on it. The last thing I want to talk about in this commentary is the death streaks that are going to be occurring again in Modern Warfare 3. Before anyone gets really pissed off at these things, I just want to say really quick, they're not going to be like they were in Modern Warfare 2. You're not going to have, in Modern Warfare 2. You're not going to have the death streaks be acquired very easily. And when you do, they're really not that bad. I'll go ahead and go over a brief synopsis of the death streaks. To start off with, there's no hardline pro that makes you get them easier. There is hardline in this game, but the pro variant is not acquiring death streaks sooner. So with that said, the first one's going to be Juiced. What Juiced does is gives you an incredible movement speed for the first, I think it's 8 seconds of your life. And this is acquired at a 4 death streak. And if you haven't noticed already, my voice is really stopped up because I have a cold, so forgive me. I should have mentioned that earlier. So Juiced is going to basically give the enemy that has the death streak an advantage over another person just because they've died a lot of times. What I think this is going to do is only last for 8 seconds, like I said, but it's going to be able to get them out of a spawn trap, which is, I think, the main purpose of this. Instead of adding painkillers, they're just going to make these people be able to move really, really quickly to get them out of a spawn trap. The second death streak is called Final Stand, which is a total fucking bitch. That's the one that I'm pissed off about, to be honest. They said, Robert Bowling confirmed, literally confirmed 3 months ago. He says, guys, there will be no Final Stand or Last Stand equivalent. And what does he do? He goes back on his word, and there is now Final Stand confirmed to be a 4 death streak in Modern Warfare 3. Really upsets me. It makes me feel like I almost cannot trust him, and it makes me wonder what other things he said that are going to be basically blunt lies. We're going to have to see. Hopefully, no one goes on a 4-death streak on the other team, but I know it's going to happen. I know that I'm going to have some guy fall into final stand, and I know that it's going to be a bitch. I'm just going to have to get used to it. I really wish they weren't bringing back death streaks, but it's just one of the things that Infinity Ward really likes, so we'll see how it goes. The third death streak, which is also a 4-death streak, is going to be Martyr Gnome. This is not a problem to me. I'll most likely be running the Blast Shield perk, which protects you from almost all explosives. I'm not going to really worry about Martyr Gnome, but it is in the game, and it's something to look out for. At a 4-death streak, you will drop a 2.5-second cooked frag grenade, which will, obviously, they always seem to be heat-seeking to me, so they always go after me. But basically, Martyr Gnome is just going to be a grenade that you drop for 2.5 seconds of timer, and if your enemy rolls or jumps over it, they'll most likely die unless they have the Blast Shield perk equipped. Next one is going to be a 5-kill streak. It's called Revenge. Revenge seems like it's going to be the single most annoying perk, or excuse me, death streak in the game. What this does is keep your last killer as a permanent red dot on your screen. So say I'm killing Bob Joe, and Bob Joe dies 5 times to me, which shows that he's a sucky-ass player, and he's probably not even watching his radar. But at a 5-kill streak, I will be a permanent red dot on his radar, which is kind of annoying, because he's always going to know exactly where I am. So we're going to have to see how that pans out. That is a 5-death streak, which is rare for people to go on a 5-death streak. And if they're that bad, like I said, they probably are not watching their radar anyways. But we're going to see how that goes. It seems like it's going to be pretty annoying. Hopefully they tweak that a little bit to make it so that you only see the person that killed you for a few seconds, not the entire life or until you kill them. So we're going to see how we're going to have to see how that goes. The next to last death streak is going to be Hollow Points. Hollow Points is a very balanced death streak in my opinion. This is what I think it should be. All Hollow Points does is at a 5-death streak, you will get Stopping Power for 1 kill. Essentially, Stopping Power makes it so that you get 1 less bullet to kill someone. It's 40% extra bullet damage, and in MW3, it will take 1 less bullet to kill someone if you have Hollow Point on, and that only lasts for 1 kill. So I think that's balanced out. It gets them off their fucking death streak, maybe helps them out a little bit in combat, and that should work out well. I hope that you know, even if they do have that 1 death streak, I should be able to still take them out if they're not a good player. The very final death streak is Dead Man's Hand. This one could be a bitch. We're going to have to see. I don't understand it fully right now, but as far as I can tell, it's going to be that when you die, or excuse me, take lethal damage, you're going to drop into last stand with a C4 in your hand that you can throw and explode. And the other thing that might happen is this is, like I said, I don't fully understand it. The other thing is it says that you might spawn with the C4 and run around as a suicide bomber, essentially, with the C4 obviously being very, very powerful. So we're going to see. I'm not sure what happens. It doesn't seem like a big deal because, like I said, also it's a 6-death streak. And if you're that sucky that you can't even get a 6 kill, or you die 6 times in a row, you don't deserve to play this game. Anyways, final score is 147 kills, 21 deaths. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you later. Bye.